use this. I can go to my card. Okay. Coach Angelone playing the first tournament game of your coaching career. Led the first half, played very well. Girls were in, making some shots, getting turnovers. Everything was going your way. Second half, third quarter, struggled a little bit, but you still maintained lead. And then obviously in the fourth quarter, Toledo Scott started pressing, and that's when you guys started falling apart a little bit. But you were able to maintain the lead all the way to the last 2 minutes of the game. Your thoughts on the game and obviously the last 2 minutes?
Yeah, I mean, I think that our Achilles heel all year has been really two things that are a combination of handling moments late in games. Teams pressure late in games. That's what they do. We've had leads late multiple times and been pressured and not done super well with it. We also have not done a great job this year of playing with the lead offensively. You see us get rushed a lot of times, and even when we get in the half court with a 7-point lead at one point, we're throwing the ball around and we're letting them dictate the pace. That's something that we've said a lot all year, and that's going to be a kind of a focus of ours going into next year, going into the summer, to make sure that we have to be the team that's always dictating pace instead of letting somebody else dictate our pace. And I think that really was a lot of our Achilles heel this year, is that we let teams pressure us and dictate the pace, and when they did that, it wasn't a very successful thing for us. Also, you watched us get probably out-rebounded worse than we have all year tonight. They have a lot of girls that were very, very physical, and they've got very good size and very good length. But one thing, we put 3 things on the board every game, and it's limit turnovers, rebound everything, and make our dang layups. So those are 3 things that we know we can control every game, and those are 3 things that a lot of times comes to focus and effort, are those 3 things. And I think at times in the first half we did an okay job of limiting turnovers. At times in the first half, I think when we looked to attack the rim, we did great things. You saw us get really passive tonight at times. You think that we turned up layups trying to get shots, and that's never a great thing. It's the thing we preach to them a lot as well, is that when you have layups, you have to take those opportunities and make layups. We turned down some of those tonight, and that wasn't great. Realistically, I don't think it was an effort issue. I think you watch the girls; they had leads. They came out here and gave us effort. They wanted to go win this basketball game, and so a lot of credit to Scott and the job that they did. They just didn't have any quit in them. Even when we went up decent there in the second quarter and in the third quarter, it was that they didn't quit, that they wanted to stick to their play style, and then you saw them pressure, and again, that was when we faltered a little bit. So all the credit in the world to Scott and the job that they did tonight as well. I think that you're right, the fourth quarter when they pressured us and did that again, that I'm reiterating and I'm kind of staggering here, because it's not a season that you want to have end like this, and especially with a great group of girls and a senior like Karma Williams that you never want to see go. But it all comes down to, at the end of the game, we get pressured. When we get pressured, we don't play at our pace. They force turnovers, and then which leads us to be not the team that we want to be all the time. And that stinks to end on that end, because we really wanted to go have a chance at Bellevue on Saturday and prove that we're a changed team dramatically with the players that we have back and after getting healthy. So I'm upset for the girls right now to make sure that, and they know that they're going to work and hopefully come and change this around a little bit next year.
And for the record, the girls played they wanted to win. They played very, very well. So it's just, you played Toledo Scott, who's a very, very good team. Obviously, they had a first-round bye, and you're playing a very good team, but your girls played very, very well in handling all that pressure until that fourth quarter. Obviously, the last 2 minutes when they started faltering. But again, major credit to Fostoria for maintaining the lead, controlling and dictating the game, like you said, until that fourth quarter when everything started faltering. But again, the girls played very, very well. They wanted to win, and they gave it their 110%. They did not quit, even in the last 2 minutes when they started faltering.
Right, we did a lot of great things offensively in the first half when we played at our pace, when we didn't let them dictate the pace, and you saw us spread the ball, and we went short corner to high post, and we did just a lot of very smooth things offensively, and so that's huge for us when we get to play at our pace. I think we're a very, very dangerous team when we get to do that, and they just didn't allow us. You were dangerous
tonight. Toledo Scott was probably not expecting the force in how you played. They were not expecting that. The coach was very frustrated in that first half.
Yeah, and again, it just so happens that they made adjustments during the game, and when they pressured us, that it paid dividends for them. So unfortunately, like I said, the way to end a season like this, we know that there's a lot of growth that has to take place over next year, and that's not just with the girls. That's with us as a coaching staff and everything as well, because I mean, this is year one for us. We had a couple months, not even in the summer, in order to come in and implement our offense and work scale work and do all the stuff that our coaching staff normally has all summer to do. So when you think about that way, it gets me really, really excited about the fact that we have such a great group coming back, and we have all the opportunity in the world for them to come and do all the things and play extremely well together. And it reminds me a lot of my group my senior year of high school. I mean, we might have had a better team my junior year, but you kind of band together over a tough tournament loss like this, and then you come back next year and you look to play really, really hard. And so I'm hoping that the girls take that and they really look at this and say, man, we had an opportunity to win and do something tonight, but we're going to look to prove ourselves a little bit next year too. Again, I hate to talk about next year with a senior as great as Carmel Williams, and having to see her go, because she's everything that a coach wants out of a senior. A leader, a great person, a great student, and so when you lose one like that, it's never good for the program. And so I hate to start talking about next year, just to pay her respect to her for what she's done for our program and how instrumental she was in our year, and how we kind of turned it around at mid-year a little bit too. And so I want to make sure that everybody knows that she was a focal point of all of that, and she did an excellent job of making sure that at times when we didn't have the utmost confidence, or we weren't playing with confidence, or we weren't doing some of the things that we felt we needed to do, that she was there to kind of right the ship and drive us the right way.
Thanks, Coach.